This interesting looking structure behind me marks one of the most important locations in the Jewish religion. It's in the city of Tiberias, Tveria in Hebrew, which was conquered by the Romans, but even back in the year 100 something, by 130, it was one of the centers of Jewish learning. Now, that structure behind me is the tomb of one of the great minds of Jewish history, the Rabbi Moses ben Maimon, Moshe ben Maimon, known as Maimonides or the Rambam as well. And he was a remarkable thinker. He had many great teachings. One which I really relate to, and I actually only learnt about it just very recently, was his approach to charity. He said that when we give charity, we should give it anonymously so that there's no ego involved. And the person receiving it should receive it anonymously so they don't feel any loss of dignity or any sense of being indebted to a particular individual. So like these days, that seems like a good idea, seems like probably common sense, but at the time it was quite revolutionary, and it just really highlights what's central to the Jewish tradition and what became the Judeo-Christian moral code, the idea of compassion and dignity for all concerned, whether rich or poor, and really for everyone. So the tomb of Moshe ben Maimon, the great rabbi, he lived in Israel. He escaped Cordoba, Spain. He was born in Cordoba. It was under Muslim rule at the time, but it was a moderate and peaceful Muslim society, and it was known as the Golden Age. And then that was conquered by a radical Islamic group called the Almohads. And after that, Spain just declined rapidly in terms of its culture and its economy. It just became a bit of a wasteland for a period of time. And the Jews, many of them were killed, were forced to convert under threat of death, and many escaped. And Moshe ben Maimon, the great rabbi, he escaped. He ended up in Israel, and then he was employed as the physician to the main advisor to the Sultan in Egypt. So a remarkable man. In his day, he was light years ahead of his time, and we honor him with this shrine in Tiberias.